$300 million in SNAP benefit cuts is what the House Republicans are suggesting. I watched some of the nomination process of who Trump nominated over who he wants to be over the program itself on the federal level. And she's actually okay with those cuts. Yeah. $300 million they want to cut. ASAP. Without giving any of his recipients a thumbs up. Benefit of the doubt. Because it's going to be across the board, and I'm going to tell you, it's going to be even deeper cuts further down south. Because they really don't. I don't know what's going on in New York. I don't know what's going on in Idaho or Rhode Island or Washington State. But here in the South, they prefer to give you a box of commodity like they were doing 40 years ago here in the South. Now, this magnitude of cuts wouldn't be so bad if it maybe was selective toward entitlement type of people or abusing the time limit or the charity of taxpayers. However, just some criteria other than just $300 million totally cut out the SNAP program. Because now we can take pot shots at single moms who don't have sense enough how to get it right and stop having children they can't feed, or with men who can't help them feed them and expect us to. That's a whole different ball game. But y'all got to remember, the SNAP program benefits so many more types of Americans. The disabled, senior citizens, the unemployed, the temporarily shut in because of health. They depend on temporary SNAP programs. And see, this has always bothered me with Republicans when they come into power. For some reason, they choose not to govern. It's like it's always about absolute control and having to put their foot on some other section of Americans' neck to get their point across. And after that, nothing, no governing. It's almost like where we are now, where we are so busy caught up in all of these executive acts, and none of them really affect us other than Americans' relief and safety and national security of the executive act pertaining to immigration. I do not like abuse of entitlements. And it's not that they told me I don't qualify when I lost my help, because my wife has a full-time, decent job. And so I'm not considered destitute if my wife works and we together. Don't ask me how. It's a South thing, I guess. The same as SSI. If you own property, you stuck with your SSDI because you can't get the SSI part because you own property that you worked and bought. Yeah. So, yes, I do have a personal problem with entitlements. But y'all, we also got to admit that there are single mothers that didn't choose to be single mothers by having stance or other circumstances. Divorce and death, and starting over on new jobs can qualify a mother to receive SNAP benefits. So we cannot just applaud the majority of House Republicans that have come up with this grand idea, because there are older senior citizens that's gonna lose benefits or get them cut. And they are the least amount that they are given to. The disabled, the actual mother that has worked all her life and got laid off or job played out of for one reason, and she just needs to help for right now until she gets up on her feet. Will she still be qualified? I don't know. Because they just cut, and they don't never is a parachute with Republicans. This is not good. And our president needs to get a grip on these issues and get some clarity and some perspective on the who, what, and where when it comes to certain cuts. Because this is going to be another hardship on Americans. And y'all had to remember, we are coming off the last 4 years where Biden and Kamala Harris truly did fail the average American, the poor American, white and black and Hispanic. So I got a lot of hope in Trump. He's my last hope on things getting better for me. I can't make it another 4 years hand to mouth, and I only got one hand. And I'm praying that the House Republicans get a grip and don't put other people in the hands to mouth position, making half-cocked, nilly-willy decisions all the way across the board without realizing they are going to hurt some real people that don't deserve it either. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button, respectfully comment, and subscribe. I'll be on. Hit that notification. We're going to always talk about things. Listen, I don't have to agree with you to respectfully respond and respectfully disagree with you. I appreciate the support. OG out.